All right.
What is up, my friends? Welcome back to another episode of Sunday Sessions with Rich podcast. If you are new to this amazing channel that we're creating, welcome. I drop episodes every single Sunday. Catch me on YouTube, Apple, and Spotify. I feel like a broken parrot because I'm recording a shit ton of podcast episodes right now. I don't know what day this is when y'all listen to this, to be honest with you, but all I do know that it is Taco Tuesday. And if you go eat you some tacos, it got to be today. But on today's episode, guys, a good friend of the show, Taniesha Stops by. She's a writer, poet, and a meditation practitioner. Welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. Now, I gave you a mini red carpet, but for those amazing listeners who don't know you and do know you, let us know who you are and what you got going on.
All right. So I'm T. In a lot of spaces, I go by T. Some people call me Grace. My students call me Miss Grace or Miss Jones. It just depends on which student I'm talking to. So
Facts.
I'm a teacher. I'm a meditation practitioner working on, expanding in that area. I'm a
Come
poet,
on. Come on.
you know. So I got a little bit going on.
Jack of all trades. I
I
see.
love it, man. Gotta create it all.
I love it. Talk to us. So I know you're a poet. I know you're a meditation practitioner. Last time
Mhm.
we chat, I feel like, well, of course, we were in two different spaces in our lives,
Mhm.
but what brought about you wanting to be a meditation practitioner? What is this like? This is my calling. This is one of my purposes. Let's do it.
I think it's definitely one of my purposes. So when I started my spiritual journey in 2017,
Mm-hmm.
I've been learning how to meditate ever since then. And I'm like, I love teaching. It's like, wait a minute, I can teach meditation.
Mm-hmm.
So I looked up different schools and stuff. I found Yoga Mu, and they're all the way over in India, but they have like schools over here in the US too. I was like, yo, this is dope. So
Yeah.
I did the certification, the first 100 hours, and I was like, I really love this. And then
Damn,
from there,
100
it was just like,
hours?
yeah, the next one is 200 hours.
I
Like,
mean, God damn. Luckily, it's meditation.
it's a lot of training. Like it's
I
first you get to
see.
learn the foundations and stuff. I don't think a lot of people realize how much training you have to do, even just for yoga. So I'm in the yoga 200-hour course right now too, and it's just like it's a lot. It's
God
a lot,
damn.
man.
But I'm proud
But
of you.
thank you. No, I love it. I love it. I love leading meditations. Of course, I gotta get more comfortable with doing live ones, but
What's
I don't mind
stopping
doing it on social
you?
media.
What's stopping
Huh?
you from doing the live ones, or you have already started doing it?
Um, Mostly just like trying to find a space where I'm comfortable to do that.
So that sounds like an excuse. Give me an excuse right now.
Right, right. It's an excuse. It's an excuse. Because like on
It is
recording,
scary
record,
though.
huh?
It is scary posting yourself like video wise. That is true.
That's scary. Like I do that now, and then I'll go back and I'll look and I'm like, okay, I got this many views. People are like,
But yours is
they're
so
tuning
natural
in
though.
because on
It's
camera,
like a
let's see.
vlog. I mean, like when I do see like your posts, it's just like it seemed like it's a vlog. Like you just it's a day in the life of T. And like
Mm-hmm.
maybe you nervous when you recording, but it don't come off that way when we be watching.
So if I had to do it live, I'm just like, oh, I don't know if I'm ready for that step yet.
That's true. I'm challenging you to do that within the next 2 weeks.
Bet.
Because you
All
said the
right,
only excuse was space. You can create space. We got
we're
plenty of
gonna make that
space.
happen.
We can
We're
make
gonna
it
make that
happen. And I promise you,
happen.
once you do that first one, you'll be like, damn, this was smooth.
Yeah,
And then more
yeah.
people go bring in, and then you can even like eventually start incorporating like sound healing bowls. Like we
Hmm.
take this many different ways.
Oh yeah, I have that one. I don't like TikTok for that reason. Every time I record one using my sound
I
bowls,
feel you, yeah.
I get the violation. Like, yo, I'm literally recording currently on your platform with the sound bowl. What do you mean? It's a
Hmm.
violation.
You might just have to
Copyright
like
violation.
you might have to just like stick to like YouTube, and I don't
Hmm.
know, does it pick it up on Instagram? Have you tried that?
Um,
Because I
I don't have I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think I
try.
got a copyright violation on Instagram.
No, Instagram weird, and TikTok weird too. These all these.
It really is because like it's a hit or miss. Like some days my videos are perfect. The other times they're like copyright violation. I'm just like, yo, we're meditating. What you mean?
Yeah, that's challenging. I guess. Because I mean, unless you kind of like figure out how you can incorporate it differently on TikTok. How would that even look like? So I'm having fun in this creation space. Like I just really been in this. Like let me just drop a crap ton of content.
I like that. I like that.
Because at first, similar to you, I don't like my voice. I don't like how I sound. I don't like how I look when I'm looking back on myself.
Mhm.
That's why I wasn't posting videos like reels and stuff for the longest. But I was like, damn, all these old episodes that's not could be, lost in archive. You had new people coming in. And then when you watching podcasts, you watching the reels. So what the hell are you
Mhm.
doing? I had to get out of my comfort zone, and I just fell in love. I just found a new passion for podcasts when I was dropping the reels. I'm like, I get excited creating them the week before. I'm in that
Mhm.
space, in that mode.
Yeah. No, I love creating like the content, like the recorded content, because I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, people get to see that meditation isn't just me sitting down. It's literally me journaling or me walking,
Yes,
like meditate. And I make sure I introduce that and say, you can meditate anywhere. You don't have to be
you
sitting down and
can.
lying down to meditate.
No, when you washing the dishes, when you in the, or even in the
Yes.
shower, that's a perfect place to do it.
Yes. Like
I think
shower meditations.
I think people just had this like this. I wouldn't say negative connotation. I just think they are ignorant to the information because they are
Hmm.
unaware. Um,
Yeah.
the different ways to meditate. Because most people,
Hmm.
I don't want to lay down and quiet my mind the whole time, which is absolutely amazing. Definitely
Right.
recommend. But even like in a shower, like if I take a long shower just because I'm like my head is under the water and I'm just present. I'm just in the mode.
Exactly.
It's gonna be.
Exactly.
Even
You're
if you
in that
commute into
moment.
work and you in the moment,
Hmm.
even if you commute into work, be in a moment.
Yes. Yes, and a lot of people actually don't even realize that they're already in a state of meditation because when you're driving, you're focused on the road and you're
Facts.
present. They don't even
Facts.
realize they're meditating, and it's just so natural for everybody to meditate when they're driving because your mind is
Because
your
you're on
mind, you know,
autopilot.
right,
Mm.
right. And then some people are like, man, I made it here already. Yes,
Yeah, that is how it is, though. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's so true. That's so true.
like man, they don't even realize they're doing it though.
It
So,
is. It's such a. I don't know. How have you? Because I've been playing around with my reality, uh, a lot differently lately, and I feel like because going through some transitions.
mhm.
Oh no, fuck this. I'll be transparent on the podcast. So, guys, I work in sales. I won't say what company I used to work for, and I'm moving to England to be with my girl. And my job sacked me this morning. And I'm like,
Oh,
so anytime something like major happens for me, I know like
yeah,
the big cat, like some big is the bigger the contrast, the
yes.
bigger the reward. So I'm like, damn, source, like I know I'm good, but damn, this is kind of crappy timing, but I also know something else gonna pop off from this. So I'm
Hmm.
gonna just sit back. I'm gonna just hold my vibration neutral
Hmm.
and I'm gonna do that. But I feel like the real my point of saying that is I feel for those who are listening, you really apply what you learn and you know when life presents challenges. And
Yes.
it's just show, okay, you are you ready to take this test? Can you
Yes.
pass this test?
Oh, I feel like I was talking to someone about that recently, and it was like, or I heard it somewhere, and then it started literally happening to me. So yeah, I did talk about it. I was like, I told the universe, and I was talking to the creator, God and stuff, and I was like, I want this. And then all this stuff started happening, and like literally life, the last 3 months turned upside down. And we're just like, but this is what you asked for. I was like,
This
yeah, but
is
not this way.
exactly. But we had to pull that rug up off you a little bit, shake the table.
Right. And it was like, are you ready to apply what you learned in the last
Damn.
lesson? Or do you want to repeat it? And it was like, no, I'm ready to elevate. So
Yeah.
let's just get through this test.
See,
And I'm
that's
just like,
mastery and awareness though. And that's so awesome.
it's a lot though. It's a lot growing things. I ain't gonna
It
lie.
is. It is. It's easier said than done than how we describing it, guys. Don't get
Mm-hmm.
twisted.
Cause ain't nothing easy. It ain't
Hell
cakewalk.
no. But then like you
It's
can't, it's easy to go into the victim mindset, but then you can only sit
mm-hmm.
there for like 3 seconds because you know if you sit there, it's not gonna get any better. So it's like
Exactly.
you doomed
You got to do better.
you gotta do better.
Like,
Maybe it's
man.
accountability, responsibility for your reality as a creator is easier said than done, guys.
Yes.
But when you practice this and you look at stressful, just have fun. Look at stressful situations. And of course, the human emotions are going to pop up. I'm not saying dismiss them. You feel them, of course, but then you quickly pivot. You have to pivot quickly. You don't want to sit in that vibration because you don't want to attract more shit.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think a lot of people don't even realize that they have to. A lot of people try to like ignore the emotions that come up with whatever's happening, and so the lesson repeats itself because you didn't deal with it. You just pretended it didn't happen.
Sweeped it under the rug.
So now you gotta do it all over again.
Somebody from another person about to pop up to teach you the same lesson. Another experience go pop up.
Exactly.
This is
Exactly. It's like, how are you dealing with it?
exactly. When's the last time you have you been to an open mic recently? When's the last time you went to a show?
Oh, I think the last one I did, it was a virtual one, and it was like last December. It scared the crap out of me though.
Wait,
And
why?
because so like I have this big stage fright, right? So that is my challenge,
Okay,
my personal challenge.
performing on because I'm a I haven't written in a decade or something at this point, but I used to perform in slams, so I understand it's nerve wracking,
Yes, it is.
absolutely nerve wracking.
So no, I haven't like did any more since then. And then it was just like, I'll record some voiceovers for TikTok, but I'm not about to go live in front of people, like real people in real life. Like, ugh, I'm not ready for that yet. No, because it's like I get on stage and then my nerves are so bad. I just start. They're like, "You going too fast." I'm just like, "My bad, y'all."
Do you do okay? Are you reading from your phone or are you reciting it from memory? Because reciting from me, I get the most anxiety reciting it from the dome.
Both give me anxiety.
Oh, it's hard. I could applaud
It's hard.
anybody.
It's hard.
This
And you're
shit
just
is
like, am I doing it right? And even when I'm making recorded content, I'm still just like, all right, let me make sure I slow down. I have to do so many takes. So when I do those free flowing ones that I post from
yeah.
time to time, I'm like, yo, this ain't rehearsed. I just got in front of the camera and said, we're gonna do it and push it out.
Yes. I know. So one thing I've noticed about you recently is you love your solo dates, and I'm a big proponent on taking
hmm
yourself on solo dates. I love a good lunch. I love a good coffee. I love a good bar trip by myself. I don't give a fuck.
hmm
But I feel like because it's that time you like to spend with yourself, and it's you basically going on a date with yourself. You saying, I'm gonna take myself out. I'm gonna be in a moment. I'm gonna treat myself.
Yes.
What kind of made you start doing that?
Life.
Dang.
So I didn't even, so my kids, this is,
Shout out to the kids, man.
right. So my kids are currently in Hawaii with their dad and stepmom. So that was
Damn.
hard for me. And then my partner, they had went away to school as well. So I was like, yo, I'm by myself for like the first
Yeah.
time in what? My oldest is about to be 10 soon. So let's just say
Damn.
10 years. My first time being by myself. It was either stay in this depressed mode
Yeah.
where I'm realizing the reality and it's
Hmm.
crashing down on me, or try to get outside my comfort zone and then go to therapy at the
Hmm.
same time.
Yeah.
But how can I move from, okay, I'm sad and alone, to what can I do for myself? How can I get
Yeah.
myself out of this?
Empowering
And
yourself in
so,
in those moments.
yeah. And so it was like solo dates. I saw it on TikTok. Somebody was saying something about some dates. And I was like, wait a minute. Instead
Yeah.
of just doing it with other people, I can just do it by myself now.
Yeah.
And it was nerve wracking at first. Because the first day I told myself I was going to do it, I think I chickened out and didn't go.
Where were you supposed to go?
Somewhere in Savannah to like take
Okay.
myself out to eat.
Okay.
And so finally, I was like, I decided to just get dressed up, get dolled up, and was like, we're going no matter what. And it
Yeah.
started raining that day. I said, I don't care if it's raining, I'm
Yep.
going.
Yep. 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 Yep.
And then after that, it was just like, yo, I like this. And so now it's like, so I gave myself a 50 dates, 50 solo dates challenge that I'm
Damn.
tracking on TikTok. So every time
What
I go on
number?
a solo date,
What number you on now?
I think I'm on like 9 or 10,
Jeez. Good
somewhere in
shit.
there.
Good shit.
Yeah. Cause it's like I don't have to go out. I can do it at the house. So
Yeah.
I'll do like the painting. Or I think the other day I just got me a cheese pizza, and I sat on the couch with my cheese pizza watching a movie.
That's how it gotta be.
Right. And
Yeah.
I was watching The Mummy, and I didn't even upload that
I
video.
haven't
So
seen that in a minute.
exactly. That's why I watched it. I was like, yo, this was one of my favorite movies when I was a kid. Me and my sister. Let me
Yeah.
watch this and eat me a cheese pizza.
Tapping into that inner child. I love it.
That's exactly what I called it too.
Cause like if you think about like a solo date is you playing with your inner child. Like
Yes.
you're tending to yourself and you might like ask your inner child, what do you want to do today? My
Mhm.
guilty pleasure is electric scooting downtown. I love that shit. I have the most fun.
Yes.
Or it could be you going for a walk. Or eating a whole ass pizza with some wine and watching a mummy.
This was like, and that's what, so the other day, that's what it was too. It was like, I'm realizing a lot of stuff that I'm doing now are
Mhm.
things that excite my inner child.
Okay. I love
So it's
that. I
all
love
connected
that.
and it's like, it's all healing.
But you're having
So
fun.
it was like, even though life kind of like, I said I wanted to expand and life said, okay, we're going to take away everybody out of your life. So now you got to focus on yourself. And it was like, yo, this is hard. But now I'm seeing there was a purpose for it.
Wait, can we can we
Yeah.
can we break that down? Because I feel like that what you just said is going to go over a lot of people's heads. You basically said God's source, I want more now, and
Mhm.
universe like we've been waiting for your command because your wish is your command. We can't intervene unless you give us
Exactly.
the go ahead. So now we got to shake these moving pieces that was making you comfortable. Now you
Yes.
uncomfortable, and now you
Very.
flourishing.
Very. It was super uncomfortable because it was like, and one thing I love about therapy is she helped me break it down. It's like you
Mm.
spent your whole life focusing on everybody else.
Come on, talk to him. Talk to him.
Being the oldest daughter, let me
Yeah,
tell you,
come on, talk
taking
to
care of
him.
my siblings,
It's a lot. The oldest,
it's a
I
lot.
get it. I get it.
And so it was like always taking care of everybody else. And then
Hmm.
becoming a mom, taking care of my kids, becoming a
And
wife,
you
taking care
have
of my,
to. And that's it.
and it was like taking care of everybody else. And now I'm forced in isolation. And I looked at it as a bad thing until now I'm like, I asked for this in a roundabout way.
Damn. Okay. Damn, I feel like I'm dissecting you right now. Sorry, because I love just
No, you know you're
like
good. You're
saying
good.
the how things are manifesting. So you gave the command, your kids are in Hawaii, you have the space to yourself. And it was just that realization of like, okay, I need this space to just remember who I am. What do I like to do when I'm not in
Hmm.
mom mode without having to think about how this person's gonna feel if we don't do this or
Hmm.
don't do that. Like
Yes.
it's about what I want to do.
And that has been like the biggest challenge for me. Because it's like I didn't know what I wanted. I didn't know what my
Mm.
needs were. Because I had been so used to just focusing on everybody around me.
What was that catalyst that made you want to be like, yo, this ain't working no more? What was that? I mean, you don't have to get like if it's two, but like what was that like that little moment for you? It was like this, I need to focus on me now. I need to
I think it was realizing that one, I didn't want my kids to look at me or call me and be like, "Mommy, are you sad or are you still crying or whatever?" Like
mm,
my baby girl, she was like, "Mommy, don't be sad."
mm,
And I was like, "My baby is watching me right now. She's watching my reaction. She's watching how I'm handling them being away."
mm.
And I never want her to feel like she has to stay with me and not go with her dad and stepmom because she doesn't want
Yeah,
me to be alone or sad or whatever. And it was
yeah.
like I don't want her seeing that. I want her seeing that mommy's fine.
That's so
And so
powerful.
she asked for pictures. My youngest is so smart. She's
I
like,
love
"Mommy, I
this.
want to see you. I want to see pictures of you having fun. When you
And
say you're going out, send me pictures."
and I bet that's extra motivation too to be like I want to prove it to my girls that mommy's good.
It
I
is.
promise you.
It is. Because they're like, "Mommy, it's so beautiful," or they're like asking for
Oh,
pictures of me, and they're like, "Mommy, you look so beautiful." I'm just like, "Oh, my babies." They're like, "Where are you at now?" And I'm just like, "Yeah, I'm doing this for myself, but I'm doing it for my girls too. But it's helping me to actually focus on who I am. Like, who is
mhm.
Taneisha before the kids? Who am I?"
Because they want to see that too. That's what.
Yeah.
Damn, I feel like all this is a full circle. Like as much as you are an impact on their life, and of course they're an impact on yours, but I feel like this is more of a deeper spiritual level with even your daughters saying like, "Mommy, I want to see the proof."
Hmm. Yes.
Like there's a guide saying, "Okay, we need you to if you really about this shit."
Right. Right. And so like I send them pictures of like the food or my outfits. They're like, I want to see what you wore today. And if I say
Yeah.
I'm going on a solo date, my oldest, her eyes light up. She's like, where are you going today? And they're so in tune. They just want to know all about it. And
Yeah.
so like they'll actually respect my time when I say mommy's going on a solo date.
I
They
love
won't
that.
text me or call me. They'll just be like, tell us how it went when you get home. And I'm
Mm.
just like, I love it. I do.
Who would have thought that like a solo date would be such a healing catalyst? Because it's connecting you back home.
It really does because you're able to. So, for example, I give the example for the other day. The other day,
Yeah.
I had never seen the sunrise like over the beach like early in the
Okay.
morning. So I got up the other day and it didn't go as planned, but it happened the way it should have happened.
Right.
Where I was running a few minutes behind and it was like the sunrise was gonna be at like 7:11. I got to the beach at like 7:39. But I'm looking at the pictures and I'm like, wait a minute, I still technically saw the sunrise because it wasn't even all the way in the sky yet. And it was so beautiful. And it was like, this is inner child healing. I have
Yes.
always wanted to do that. And I never got to do it before.
Whoa.
And I just got to like actually take my time and not rush or not be in like mommy mode either. Because usually when I
Yeah.
go to the beach, I'm with my kids.
Yeah.
So going by myself, it was like, wait a minute, I actually get to put my feet in the sand. I get to relax for a little bit. And it was so healing. Like it was magical. It was
This
like,
is
yo,
this is awesome. What other like that's what other inner child solo dates do you like see yourself doing? Because you got me thinking about shit I want to do now. Damn.
man, I'm telling you, it's so healing. So one of my next things that I want to do, is I want to go to like some type of amusement park or water park,
That'd be
or
so
maybe
much
like
fun.
arcade or something like by myself, and that's gonna be a little interesting, but I want
Hey,
to do
that'd be
it.
fun.
I want to do it though. Um, I've already done like the museums, so I want to go to more museums.
Okay.
Um, there's literally so much stuff I want to do.
And
I
that's the
have like
beauty
a
of it.
whole list in my journal.
Oh, that's so dope. And then I can't wait because this is gonna be a huge impact on your girl's life as well in such a
Hmm.
positive way.
Yes,
I'm excited to see how like that manifests with them too.
me too. Like I always do a lot of stuff with them anyway. So now doing it by
Yeah.
myself is like this is different,
And
but I
they seen
love
a
it.
different mommy though. They seen a different mommy.
Hmm. Yes, yes.
Damn. What so I know that healing is a never ending um journey.
Hmm.
And for those if anybody's like going through anything right now, if you're depressed, if you are new to your spiritual journey, don't have a tribe, just lost, um sending you love because I've been there many times. I feel like
Yes.
the spiritual, I don't even like saying the word spiritual at this point. This dream that we're living is a lot. It is a fucking lot.
Hmm.
It is not easy. Um, but give yourself credit for one, being aware of how you feel, two, finding spaces to pour back into yourself and to understand yourself deeply, while also holding compassion, because please do not beat yourself up. And also
Yes.
understand that you have the power to make another choice. No matter what you went through, it can be the most horrid shit. And I've been there, done that. Um, but you have to alchemize it. You can't be a victim. And I think it's awesome that you're in this healing journey. Not saying that you're all the things that I described, but I think it's awesome
Yeah.
that you're in this healing journey right now.
Yeah. No, you said a lot right there, especially on the part about you always have a choice.
Always. It may not
I
seem
don't
like it,
think a
but
lot
you
of people
always.
realize that. They a lot of people don't realize that they do have multiple choices. They see one way, but it's like the universe is like, no, if you sit with yourself for a few minutes, you'll see that there are multiple choices. And like
Mm,
even for me this summer, it was like, okay, either you can stay here feeling crappy about yourself, or you can go to therapy and get help and then start doing better, like what you said you wanted. And my
boom.
therapist, she don't beat around the bush. She's
I
just
love
like,
that.
she's like, you're here for a reason, obviously. So let's get right
Facts.
into it. And it's just like, you said you want to heal. all right, we can make a plan for that. How do you want to heal? And she'll point out stuff to me, and I'm just like, oh, I didn't look at it that way. She was like,
Mhm.
yeah, I know. But it is all about who you want to be and the
Yes.
decisions that you're going to make to get
Yes.
there. And
What
then you
who
got to become that.
you have to become that. Who is that new character that you want to be? Like I'm a
Mm-hmm.
big catalyst of, and guys, I'm going to speak on this because I've have bouts of depression my entire life, and I understand why when I do get in that mode, I understand why. For me, when I have those bouts of depressions, because I'm tired of playing a character. I'm tired of this scene. I'm tired of this reality. It's not aligning with my higher self and what it knows where you're supposed to be at. And it's giving me
Yep.
a nudge. Hey, you ain't happy.
Mm-hmm.
You need to become a different character. And that's so
Yeah.
important because this whole game, guys, is an acting game. Look up life as a theater. Um, each thing that shakes up in your life, think of it as they break it down that stage and they building a new one because it's time for your new stage, your new thing. But you have to become a different character. You have to align with that version that you want to be.
Exactly.
Easier
Exactly.
said than done. Easier said than done.
Right. You're gonna go
Sometimes
through
it,
some growing pains
you'll
now.
go through some crumpets. You might be at that bar one time drinking some Hennessy. You never know.
You really don't. Because you'll be sitting there like, did I really ask for this?
Yes,
You'll be asking like, dang, did I really ask for this expansion? This
yes.
expansion brought me this much hurt. Did I really want this? But
Mm-hmm.
then you see, one, you get a better version of, well, you get to know yourself better, know
Yes.
what you want more, and then you know what you are willing to accept and what you're not willing to accept to go forward and
Mm.
become who you are, who you want to be. It's a lot.
Come
It's
on,
a lot
because
of that.
especially with like I'll give a prime example. I ain't gonna say my homie name, but he was relationships a big ass catalyst. But if you could
Mm-hmm.
look at one of my homies, he was very naive to women's antics, if you will. Um, and a lot of red flags that he was ignoring. And I'm peeping all this shit. I'm like, I'm putting you on game. And then
Mm-hmm.
it took for that disappointment and that ending for him to become aware in the new character. So now he's able to pivot. But if he looked at that situation as a negative, like, oh man, fuck that person. They did me bogus, blah, blah, blah. Instead of like, wow, what can I learn from this
Mm-hmm.
experience to make sure that when another trial character comes in to test me, I'm going to pass that test with flying colors.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just look at everybody as a teacher. Even though your ego is, you gotta check your ego too. Your ego get hurt too sometimes. You gotta check your ego.
Yo. Everything is a teacher. Your emotions, your ego, everything, and everybody can be a teacher if you are willing to learn the lesson, willing to see
Facts.
it.
This is big facts. T, I always ask this last question to my guests. What would your
Okay.
message be to humanity during this time?
To humanity at this time, you got to be willing to face yourself,
Mm,
all of yourself, not just the light, but every part of yourself. That's the only way we're going to go forward as a whole, collectively. Because too many people are afraid of their shadows. They're afraid of
yeah.
their pain, their trauma. They're afraid of what hurt them. And we're not willing to face that. It's going to keep coming back. But to truly heal that and alchemize it, that's the way we're going to grow as a society. You know.
This is bars. You got some bars on this Taco Tuesday. What do you mean?
Oh man.
T, I'm offering you a challenge. I'll refuse to have you back on a podcast until your meditation live is up.
I will go live on TikTok.
And when you do, come back on the pod. Let's talk about it. This is my
Bet.
challenge to you.
Bet. We're gonna make that happen.
We
We'll
gonna
make that
get you
happen.
out your comfort zone. That's gonna be another solo date.
I'm gonna have to do a solo date after that. Like, yo, I did it.
You feel
Like,
me? T,
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate you so much for being on and taking the time. And it ain't gonna be 2 years before you hop back. Guys, I've been doing this fucking podcast thing for a long ass time, and I
Long
don't
time.
realize it. So thank you for sticking with me, dealing with my antics, random shit. I appreciate you.
Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Of course, T. Guys, as always, you're the creator of your own reality. Everything you think, feel, and say will shape this around you. Hold grace for yourself. Go on solo dates, meditate, eat pizza, smoke weed, have fun, enjoy your life. See you guys.